We're Group 1, and this is our digital story about the Red Cross.
The American Red Cross was founded by Clara Barton on May 21st of 1881. Barton founded the organization with the hopes to provide aid to war-injured soldiers following the Civil War. She then led the Red Cross for the next 23 years, expanding the Red Cross mission to include first aid, water safety, and public health nursing programs.
Through funding that relies on the American people for their contributions of time, money, and support, the American Red Cross is still one of the leading humanitarian organizations today. The American Red Cross stands by its mission statement, which is, "The Red Cross prevents and alleviates human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers through the generosity of its donors."
The Red Cross strives to produce care, knowledge, shelter, comfort, and hope to those in need or affected by disaster. Today, the Red Cross provides services that include disaster relief and preparedness, education, support to military families, health and safety services, blood donation, supply services, and international services that include building safer communities and education for those countries that can't.
The American Red Cross, through its strong network of volunteers, donors, and partners, is always there in times of need. They make sure everyone has access to safe, life-saving blood through volunteer blood drives. They also provide support for members of the armed forces and their families when needed. Lastly, the American Red Cross educates the community about how to be ready and prepared for emergencies.
There are many different organizations that the Red Cross serves. The group of people that we helped while volunteering for the American Red Cross was elementary school children ages 3rd through 5th grade. We were able to teach these children about tornado preparedness through an activity called the Pillowcase Project.
The Pillowcase Project was created by the American Red Cross's Southeast Louisiana chapter and implemented in New Orleans schools following Hurricane Katrina in 2005. New Orleans CEO Kay Wilkins had learned that Loyola University students carried their valuables in pillowcases when they were evacuated for Katrina. This inspired Wilkins and her team to work with an art therapist to create a program in which children living in makeshift communities across New Orleans during Katrina recovery decorated pillowcases to hold their belongings. The vision of the American Red Cross's Pillowcase Project is to create a generation of children who understand the science of hazards, are empowered to take action by practicing how to prepare for emergencies, and understand that by sharing what they have learned with family and friends, they can help create a prepared community.
The Red Cross serves many cultures and diversities. The abundance of generous donors, volunteers, and employees make it possible to prevent and relieve suffering not only here in Indianapolis, but all around the world. Through the 5 service areas of disaster relief, supporting America's military families, blood donations, safety services, and international services, the American Red Cross reaches out to people of all ages, genders, ethnicities, and religions.
There are a few major issues that the Red Cross deals with on a day-to-day basis. The first is getting the funding and donations to serve all the areas in need.
The Red Cross continually does blood drives to obtain blood for those victims of disaster. The Red Cross is a part of about 2,700 blood transfusions, thanks to about 5.6 million generous blood donors. Over 8 million transfusible blood products were distributed to hospitals all over the country.
There are countless health statistics for the United States, but the American Red Cross focuses most on blood statistics. Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs a blood transfusion. Therefore, 41,000 blood donations are needed every day to meet the needs of the American people.
The Red Cross deals directly with disaster victims, providing the victims with supplies that are vital to survive. Many of the victims were forced to leave their home, resulting in a lack of shelter, food, and water. The Red Cross generously provides these victims with the supplies they need. Many of the victims are injured from the natural disaster. The Red Cross is able to do minor first aid to those that need minor medical assistance. The Red Cross does preventative measures to try and help prevent major health problems from happening, such as making readiness kits. For those pet owners that are concerned for their pet's well-being during an emergency, the Red Cross has developed an app giving life-saving information for pet owners, maintaining health, and what to do during an emergency.
Another struggle Red Cross faces is gathering enough volunteers to reach all of the people who could use a little help. For example, a study showed that 38% of the U.S. population is able to donate or volunteer, while only 10% of the population actually does.
All in all, the Red Cross provides thousands of services that benefit people worldwide.
Thanks for watching.